talking to in the room yesterday where some young Christians was, I said, if you were standing out here on the road and a car was coming down the road at 90 miles an hour, out of control, you would get off that highway as quick as you could. You'd jump, slide, do anything, get out of the way of that car. And that's the way that sin should be to a Christian, because sin is associated with death. And as soon as you see sin in any form, jump from it, get away from it. I don't care what you have to do. Get away from the very appearance of evil. Because remember, to associate with sin is death. Amen. Just the same as standing there and let that car strike you. Don't just wait to see what it'll do. Get out of the way of it. The very appearance of evil, shun it quickly. When you see a temptation coming up and sin, you know if it's something wrong, that death is lurking after you. See? Then get away from it just as quick as you would get away from an automobile approaching at 90 miles an hour. See, you'd want to get away from it right quick. Out of the way, jump, slide, run anyway. Just get away from it. And how that we know that we have life is because that we hate sin. And we hate sin so bad that we know that death's associated there, and we shun the very appearance of it. Any way we can get away from it, we jump, run, anything we can do to keep away from sin, because sin has death in it. And we sure don't want to associate anything in death. We want to keep away from that. So I thought that would be a good little thought. It struck me yesterday talking to these Christians. And I thought that would be good to pass to the church this morning. Especially while the young people are sitting here and undergo such temptations as that. And then I'll leave a question, if we can only get to it down here, something other associated in that also. And just remember that anything that is sinful, death lays right there. And when you're partaking of that sin, you're partaking of death. So stay away from it.
But don't you never think that sin lays in the street always in a gutter. Sin's dressed up and beautiful. I've always said Satan wears a tuxedo suit and a stovepipe hat and carries a cane on his arm. Watch that slick greaser. Exactly. Satan's no fool, you know. He knows how to dress up. He makes it attractive. See?
Within,